What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Tennessee Baseball Podcast. If you're new here, my name is Kobe Walker. Tennessee um, um, gets the opening series win against South Carolina. Um, and they had a big second inning. Um, they put up 5 in the second. Um, to get a big lead on South Carolina, but they South Carolina, man, they hung around. They never gave up. Well, I take that back. Well, Tennessee was up. Let's see. I think Tennessee was up 9-2. Then, a couple runs and Tennessee was back in it. William Doyle, 5 2/3, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts, and gave up a home run. He was good. He was good. Um, the 11 strikeouts is awesome. It's really good. But the five hits, and I think a couple of those hits were like 2 strike counts with 2 outs. So, but give Tennessee credit. They stayed in there and kept the lead. Tanner Franklin went 2 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 strikeouts. Gave up the, I think, 2-run home run. Then Dylan Lloyd went 0.2 innings with a walk. You saved most of your arms for tomorrow and Sunday. Nate Snead is available. I think Dylan Lloyd can come back. So Tennessee, they came to play. They showed up and showed out. Dean Curley, we'll take a look at the hitting the box score on the lineup. Dean Curley went 2 for 5 with a run, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Don't Bargo continues to just do damage at the plate. Had another home run. Went 2 for 4 with 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 home run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Hunter Ensley, 1 for 4 with a run, a hit, 2 RBIs, a home run, and a walk. He had a home run. 2-run home run. Andrew Fisher, wasn't his best. 0 for 3 with a run, a walk, and a strikeout. Reese Chapman, um, 1 for 4 with 2 runs, a hit, an RBI, 2 runs, a hit, 1 hit, one RBI, an RBI. Kenneth Peoples 0 for 4 with a run and 2 strikeouts. You're gonna have to figure out the catcher position. Um, you know, because Kenneth Peoples, I mean, he's a good catcher, but he's not producing at the plate. Um, like he should. So, we'll see if they continue to put him in the lineup or switch him out with somebody else. Jay Abernathy went 2 for 3 with a run, 2 hits, an RBI, or strikeout. Ariel Antigua went 1 for 3 with a run, a hit, 2 RBIs. So, Tennessee, they produced some runs. They scored. So overall, I think Tennessee played pretty good. Overall, we'll see. If they can do that tomorrow. Marcus Phillips is on the mound. But and the pitching, I thought the pitching, um, um, Liam Dole, um, Liam Dole, he's 11 strikeouts is pretty good. I thought he did. It was solid tonight. Um, you know, you know, other than the other than um the um the 5 runs, other than the 5 runs, um no walks, which is always good. You don't want to give them free passes. You don't want to give them free bases. And that they control the walks. They threw it in the strike zone. They threw it in the zone, and they made them um they made them hit it. You know, they made them hit it. Um, so that's don't you can't let them you can't let them beat you walking them. You mean if they you know you gotta make them work for it. So um so so yeah. But other than that, other than that, off to a good weekend. No, you gotta do it tomorrow and Sunday. So you gotta keep putting pressure on them. Um, um, you gotta keep putting pressure on them. Um, and you gotta have a good start for Marcus Phillips tomorrow, and the bats needs to keep doing what they're doing. Um, but so yeah, Tennessee is um 6-1 and 6-1 in SEC play. 6-1 SEC play. Um, but going over the lines, the box score. Tennessee put up 1 in the first. Um, a 5 spot in the second was really huge. A five spot in the second is really huge. 4 in the fifth and 1 in the ninth. 11 runs on 10 hits, no errors. South Carolina, 7 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. You definitely need to go take the series. And you can take the series. You can do that tomorrow. 3:00, I think, is first pitch. Um, I like what I'm seeing for Tennessee. Um, they have a um, they have a really good they have a really good lineup, and top to bottom, 1 through 9, anybody can come through for you. That's what I like about this team. Everybody's dangerous in this lineup. So yeah, Tennessee is off to a really good start this season. There are some series where gotta give it your best. Like I know they're gonna give their best, and but like gotta go to Arkansas. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna give their best. 100. I'm sure they're gonna give 100%. You gotta get. I mean, you gotta go to Arkansas. You gotta go to LSU. You gotta go to let's see. You gotta go to Arkansas, LSU. There's not many more series left. There's not many more series left. You play. So this series, next series, well, this weekend against South Carolina, next week against Texas A&M. So you gotta keep winning. Get that number 1 seed in the SEC tournament. Win the regular season title, and win the conference and win the tournament championship too. So yeah, we'll see how they keep doing. But they're right now they're off to a really good start to SEC play. So thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Just say recap a video to recap the game. Um, everybody came to play. They showed up. Everybody showed up. Everybody showed out. And we'll do it. We'll do it again tomorrow. Marcus Phillips. Marcus Phillips is on the mound. He's a good pitcher. Need him to go 5-6 innings. If he can go 5 or 6 innings, turn it over to your bullpen. You got Nate Snead. Could give you a few innings, and Dylan Lloyd can come back. I think. You could really go to whoever. You can really go to whoever. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how they can. We'll see if they can take the series tomorrow from South Carolina. We'll see if they can take the series tomorrow. But thank you guys. God bless, and see you next time. Peace.